are some things that people don't tell you about being in recovery. First off, recovery just isn't about avoiding that substance. It's about learning to deal with the emotions that you were numbing for so long, past trauma or abusive relationships, just anything that you were numbing with that substance, you now are going to have to deal with it. Because for so long, everybody just took that drink or they took that drug to suppress all of those feelings of, the shitty things that happened to you in the past. Now you have to deal with that. Talking about this makes me really emotional because it was just such a big part of my life for so long. But another thing that people don't tell you is you grieve your old life. And as crazy as that sounds, is you grieve the people that you used to hang out with. And as shitty as it sounds, a lot of those people weren't shitty. And I get really emotional because just about everybody that I used to hang out with and that I used to get high with, they're all gone. They've all overdosed and died. And that's just why I get really emotional when I talk about it. But that's why I try and push recovery so much and I try and talk about it so much because everybody is dying from it. And it's just such an awful disease. But we're going to move on to another thing. Another one is triggers. Triggers never fully disappear. It's been almost 8 years for me, and I still have those triggers. If I see a movie that has something to do with recovery and addicts, sometimes I do get triggered. I just don't let it win. I just try and ignore it the best I can. Obviously, it does happen, but I'm never actually going to act on it. But even after as many years as I've been clean, there still are triggers. You just don't let those triggers win. And one of the last ones, and is the ones that I deal with a lot, is loneliness. Loneliness does happen a lot. Look at me, I'm getting emotional again. It happens a lot for me because, like I said earlier, I miss a lot of the people that I used to hang out with and stuff. And we were all just doing stupid things, making bad decisions, but they weren't bad people. The people I were hanging out with, at least, they weren't bad people. And unfortunately, they didn't get clean. I got clean, but 95% of them didn't. And they're not here because of it. So that's just, like I said, it's another reason why I push this and I try and make these videos because it is so important that people try to be in recovery and they try and get over the hump of addiction because this is something that kills people every single day and that it just needs to stop. So, guys, these are just a few. I have so many, but again, thank you guys for listening to my videos. It always makes me feel a little bit better when I talk about it. So, love you guys.